My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
You can never be part of this.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
And saving every world.
Send me home.
I can't do that.
I can do both! Spider-Man always...
Not always.
What about Uncle Ben?
If not for Uncle Ben, most of us wouldn't be here.
Can't stop me now! I have no idea what you're doing!
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
All stations, stop Spider-Man!
So, it is safe to say that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie to date. Like, I'm not even trolling, no bias. This movie had to have been the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen from all the, and by the way, there are so many good Spider-Man movies, and to say that this is the best is definitely a bold statement, but I think a lot of us can agree. Today, I'm going to give you guys my review on the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, I never do reviews on the channel, let alone movie reviews. Like, yeah, I'll review, like, well, actually, I have a whole series based on, you know, ranking. But, I never generally review movies or anything like that. So, I don't have a script or anything like that. I'm just gonna read from the top of my head and tell you guys my opinions on this movie because, holy crap, ever since I saw this movie last Saturday, I could not stop thinking about it. I could not stop listening to the music, and man, has this movie just been stuck in my head for the longest time. So yes, before we get to this video is going to contain spoilers. Now wait, before you click off, make sure you hit that like button real quick and save this to watch later. And hey, drop a comment real quick to say like your predictions on how you think you're going to enjoy the movie. And then once you see the movie, come back to this video to obviously watch it and reply to your own comment like, yeah, this movie was actually amazing, or maybe that exceeded my expectations. So before you leave a click, but again, spoiler, so I understand if you do not want to watch this review yet, so save this video for later after you watch it. Now with that being said, let's just talk about this movie, man. Let's just talk about this movie. So the first thing I think we all have to talk about that is just plainly obvious is the animation. The animation in this movie, like, you just have to like watch it in the movie theaters, right? Just on the big screen and seeing this animation come to life. I was like, dude, I was just like it was just crazy seeing all the different art styles, like because again, there's so many artists, animators that worked on this movie. I think even a 14-year-old. You know, the Lego section part of the movie where it shows because obviously every Peter Parker, every Spider-Man has like their own different style, so everyone looks different in some way. And so apparently the 14-year-old kid did the Lego section, which is actually crazy to think about, and it's just wild to see the animation. Like, I think what really got me with the animation, not just the action scenes and all of that, but the emotional scenes, right? The scenes where it's like getting deep into the emotions and you can see one side of the character all blue, all gloomy, you know, all sad, and you can see the other side of the character all orangey, all warm because of happy, right? And it just really shows like how this character is feeling. So the fact like the animation was like, not the acting was already really good, but the fact that you had this animation to back it up, to show the emotions of the characters, to set the tone of what's happening in each area, like, it's just, like, you need to watch this movie in theaters. Like, I know you could probably find a website and watch it, but it will not hit the same at all if you do not watch the shit like at the movie theaters. Until the movie comes out digitally, watch that movie in the movie theaters. It's an experience that you need to like you need to do. You need to have. So animation, just you manage to take a medium that already set the bar for tons of films recently, like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, going off the same art style or like, you know, inspired by Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and now Across the Spider-Verse just made the limits even higher. Like, I don't even know how you do that, but you did, and it's oh, dude, it's just, holy crap, I could keep gushing about the whole animation section. It's actually just insane. The next thing I also have to talk about is the music. The music in this movie was so good. You know, obviously in Into the Spider-Verse we had like What's Up Danger and then Sunflower. But I think now in this one we have like Am I Dreaming? We have the Mona Lisa. Like the music in this movie was just done so well, especially the chase scene where all the Spider-Mans are going after Miles Morales. Dude, that and Miguel chasing him up like the fucking train. Like, dude, the music just went crazy in this movie and really added to the emotional part, the action-packed sequences, and I'm just like, you don't understand how much I'm just like, I'm in the movie theaters right now, I'm just like, oh my god. So it's actually just crazy to see. I'm just really happy the music is amazing. I'm actually listening to 2 of the musics that I added to my Spotify, which is the end credits music, which is called Am I Dreaming, and then the Mona Lisa, the song where when Miles and Gwen just meet with each other and, you know, they go swinging around Brooklyn. That's the music that they use. So I've been listening to those like on loop, back to back, like the past few days. Like today in school, that's exactly what I was doing. Yes, I'm not out of school yet. Soon though. So now the next thing we talked about the animation, the music. I think we have to talk about the characters. Boy, was there so many characters. I like, obviously Miles was amazing. Like, honestly, the best character in this movie, as always. Like in the first one, Miles was a very enjoyable character and a character that you wanted to see succeed. And then in this movie, it's still the same thing. You want to see him succeed, but now you also like have this side where it's like Gwen and Miles are having like this little like fight now. Not just a little, it's a whole big fight, because when you start the movie, you see like Gwen's story, you see what's happening in her life with her and her dad, how she even got into the whole Spider Society, and then you realize how much that she had to, you know, keep a secret towards Miles, even though she clearly really wanted to tell him, she wanted to see him, and then obviously seeing Miles obviously realize what's happening, that he's not allowed to be in the Spider-Verse, because the story is basically Miles is a quote-unquote an anomaly to what Miguel says, because the spider that bit Miles is a spider from a different dimension that was supposed to bite another Miles Morales in Earth 42, because Miles is from Earth 1610, right? So Miles wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man, and that's what caused the first, you know, rounds of these anomalies, right? Because since the spider bit Miles in 1610, that led to Peter Parker dying in that universe, which also led to that universe where that other Miles Morales was supposed to be bitten have no Spider-Man whatsoever. So it's just so he was the start of it. If you even look back in the first movie, you can see the spider, when we see this 42 spider coming down when you know, Miles is spray painting with Uncle Aaron, you can see a glitch, and that right there, I don't know why, none of us realized it, but that's how foreshadowing is supposed to be done. The first movie foreshadows so many things, but you never knew until you watch Across the Spider-Verse. And it's just crazy to look back at that movie and you're just like, holy crap, this meant something. You know, this part, the part with the bagel, that was important. That created the fucking spot. Who would have guessed that shit was important? So it's just crazy, the foreshadowing. But back to what I was saying, because of that Spider-Man biting Miles, he became the first anomalies. And then obviously in the movie we see Miles stop a canon event. Now when I saw a canon event, I was like, oh shit, this was supposed to happen, right? Because when we see the other Spider-Man in another universe, someone was supposed to die in this little section, but because Miles was there, he was like, no, I can't let him die. So we changed the canon event, so the canon event never came to be, right? And that is Miguel's whole thing, is you need to have these canon events happen, right? Which pisses off Miles, because it's bro, I can't just stand there and watch my dad die because it's a quote-unquote canon event. It's just fucked up, and I agree with him, right? But then you also have to understand Gwen's side for not telling him, because it's like all these factors that lead in, because we see if you change a canon event, that world could literally just go bye-bye completely. Like, not like it, like even like that whole saving meant nothing. So it's like you see Gwen's side, but you also see Miles. So you like can't like you really can't take a side. You're just kind of like in between, which I really like, right? Because it really gives like these two different story arcs at the same time while still having them like line up together perfectly. So it's just like it's just crazy. Now now back to the characters. I think Javi, Spider-Punk had to be my other favorite character. That dude was the only dude that was there for Miles the entire time. When Miles tried to break the force field, before he was using like his fingers, he told him, use your palm, and then he got away, and he was like, alright, I did my job, you got that, I'm out. Right? He was the only real one throughout the entire movie. And obviously the rest of the characters, like the Peter B. Parker, still great as always, but you know, maybe a little worse, but still amazing. Gwen, also amazing. Miguel, oh man. And then the Spot, dude, the weekly villain that turns into like the craziest villain of all time, bro. Like this goofy ass villain that struggled to just try to even get like a fucking ATM through his portal, to fucking jumping to different dimensions and fucking everything up. It's just like, oh man. Like, what a twist of a villain. And I love this villain, dude. This Spot, dude. Like, I'm so excited to see how he's gonna be in the second movie. If I told y'all the characters, I told y'all the art and the music, the story, the plot, which is a 10 out of 10. Okay? From start to finish, I was invested the entire time. You, like, and I have to say this right now. If you want to, like, I think you have to see Into the Spider-Verse before you see Across Spider-Verse. Like, I think you can still watch Across Spider-Verse without watching the first one, and you'll still have a blast. But knowing what happened Into the Spider-Verse and then going into Across, you like understand the lore so much easier, and you're just like, oh my gosh, while you're watching the movie, which makes it an amazing experience. Now I believe everyone has seen Into the Spider-Verse, but I'm just saying, you will have a better watch time experience if you've seen that movie first, because all the things that they reference, all the things that they talk about, the first movie did show signs of it, and now you see it come to life is crazy. And talk about the story, dude. That cliffhanger got me fucked up, dude. Like the moment I saw Miles, like when his mother, like the one from Earth 42, when she said who was Spider-Man when he confessed, I was like, oh no, he's in the wrong universe. Because when he was getting transported, when he thought he was going home, it said Earth 42, not Earth 1610, because of the spider that bit him. So he didn't go back to his own universe. And then it was obviously clear, as soon as he started glitching, that's when Miles was like, oh, fuck, dude. Oh my gosh. I remember when I noticed that before it even like revealed to you like publicly, I was like, dude, because you didn't realize that. Like, I don't think anyone realized that unless you saw the Earth 42. No one realized that. Like when Miles was like swinging, trying to get back home, and then Gwen was getting to go into his house. So was Miguel. So it's like literally everyone. And then you go there, and then you're like watching. You're like, okay, he's about to admit I'm Spider-Man. Who's Spider-Man? He's in the wrong universe. And then Gwen gets the Spidey says, and then afterwards we get to see the other version of Miles Morales in Earth 42 that was supposed to be Spider-Man, but instead now, because that spider didn't bit him, he turned into the Prowler. And you know, you can tell he has more of like a Spanish accent because his dad isn't with him in that universe, right? It's only his mom. And then he has like the Crone Rose, dude. Like, oh man. And then Gwen built up the OG squad from the first movie with like, you know, with Spider-Punk and like 2 other new recruits. And then you just end off the movie with the whole game back, and then, you know, Miles about to like do some electric attack on the Prowler Miles. Like, oh, it is to be continued. Fuck, man. Dude, this movie is just, That cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger that's so good that you hate it. You know, you like it was the levels of Infinity War cliffhanger, right? Remember when we're in the theaters like years ago where we're like, oh my gosh, we lost. We saw everyone get snapped away, and it just ends, right? And then now we gotta wait till Endgame. That's what this one is. But I think honestly better. Now we have to, because I think it's even better because of how much things they set up for the next movie, dude. Like we are watching a perfect trilogy like being made right now. Like next year, and the next movie is called Beyond the Spider-Verse. It is set to be released next year, March 29th, 2024. So when that time comes, if the third movie somehow manages to beat the second movie, even though this second movie is a 10 out of 10, and the first one was already a 10 out of 10, if it manages to beat the first two, we just saw the perfect trilogy in existence. Like, it's not even rare for the second movie to be better than the first, but we might see the third movie be better than the first and second, when the second was better than the first. Think about, like, let that sink in for a second, right? The last time I think of a goated trilogy was like How to Train Your Dragon or Kung Fu Panda or Toy Story. I mean, I guess they have fourth movies now, but like still, well, Kung Fu Panda not yet, but you know it will. But oh man, and then the cameos, dude, like the references. Like I saw PS4 Spider-Man, dude. I saw Spectacular Spider-Man, and then it was crazy just pointing out all the Spider-Mans. We even saw cameos from Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, right, with the whole Uncle Ben scene. Like, even connecting the MCU, obviously, with the Joker. Don't get me started on the kid back in Earth 19999 with Doctor Strange, right? That being Tom Holland. Like, and then we even saw a real life Prowler in one of the cages, which was funny. Which I also think is the dude from Tom Holland's MCU, that Spider-Man. So it was just crazy seeing all the references. Even Genki, the dude that we literally his Miles' roommate, was even playing the Spider-Man game on the PS5 in the room. The 10 seconds of screen time that he got, which was funny. And Spider-Man 2 is coming out later this year. Oh my gosh, yo, Spider-Man fans, we are eating, bro. We are eating. But with that, I think that's everything I gotta say for this review. Again, this was all at the top of my head, so sorry if this seems scrambled. I may have said, like, we're gonna talk about this, and then I started talking about something else. Again, I don't do movie reviews like this, so I hope you just enjoyed me talking to you guys about the movies. Well, if you've seen the movie, we could be like, oh yeah, dude, that part was amazing. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the movie. Final review, 10 out of 10. The best Spider-Man movie to release today, unless the Beyond the Spider-Verse is better than Across. But for now, this is the best Spider-Man movie, and I'm gonna go see this movie again because this movie is actually just amazing. It's just actually crazy. So with that being said, leave in the comment section down below what was your guys' favorite part about this movie, or just give me all opinions on the movie at all. Did you like it? And if you didn't like it, that's fine. We may have some problems though. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I will be back with more videos. Sorry, I took a little week break of uploading videos. I did do a live stream, but I will get back into groove with videos. So this video will come out, and then there should be videos coming out throughout the rest of this week. And I'm almost on vacation, so we're gonna ramp up the pace of videos coming up in literally a week. So be ready. But again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh my gosh. Deuces.